An old woman was washing clothes by the river when she noticed a baby floating downstream. She hurried over to catch the baby from the water. Looking around, she saw no sign of the child's parents. So, she decided to adopt him. From birth, the child seemed to possess extraordinary talents. As he grew up, his strength became astonishing. One day, the old woman ran out of firewood. She asked the young boy to gather some. He easily compressed 4 bundles of firewood into a small pile. Then he brought it to the old woman. Unbeknownst to her, as she slowly untied the rope, all the firewood exploded. The yard was filled with scattered wood. The boy lived with the old woman for 10 years. After 10 years, she passed away. He wept bitterly and kept vigil for her for 3 days. Then he remembered what she had said. He was not her child but one she had found. His real mother was a white dragon living on a mountain to the north of the village. The boy set out on a journey to find his dragon mother, leaving the village behind. He walked north, where the mountains grew more numerous. After a long journey, he reached the mountain peak. From the top, he looked down and saw a sparsely populated village. He was curious why a village would be built in such a mountainous area. The villagers lived by growing rice, but the river water upstream was blocked by the mountains, leading to poor harvests and hunger. He recalled the times the old woman had worked in the fields with him. The kind-hearted boy decided to help the villagers with their water problems. He quickly ran to the upstream area and shouted for the white dragon. After calling 3 times, a huge water column shot up from the lake. A woman in white appeared on the water's surface. She recognized the boy as her child at first glance. Tears streamed down the boy's face as he realized this was his dragon mother. After 20 years, he had finally met his biological mother. The silence between them spoke volumes. Soon, the woman jumped into the lake and transformed into a dragon. She wasn't a white dragon but a green dragon. The dragon mother understood the boy wanted to move the mountain to bring water downstream. She lowered her body and signaled for him to climb onto her back. The boy sat on her head, and the green dragon flew high into the sky. They headed toward the mountain that blocked the water flow. The dragon aimed and crashed into the mountain. With each impact, the mountain began to crack. Then, as the sky rained heavily, the green dragon prepared for another strike. The mountain trembled as it was struck. Finally, the mountain shattered, allowing water to flow downstream. The water irrigated the fertile fields below. Later, to commemorate the dragon, the villagers named the place Green Dragon River.